Well, welcome to Wellness Wednesday, end of the year. Happy New Year's to all of you that show up today. This is your last workout with me for the year. Great, I'm glad you joined me. Well, I'm away from home. I'm on a holiday vacation. And so today what I thought would be really good is to do a workout without the 60-up board. But that doesn't mean without the 60-up board accessories. So for today's workout, if you'll join me, we're only going to be using a chair, something stable with a nice high back, doesn't need to have arms, your red ball, and one of your long and or short tubes. I'm going to use the long tube because it gives us a little bit more slack to play with on the strength moves. But you might want to try your short tube or have it nearby as well, because for some people that resistance is just perfect for some of the moves. So have at least one of your bands, your red ball, and a chair, and we'll get ready to get going. So what did I want to talk about today, besides the fact that this is a workout on the go? So one of the things we need to do with the New Year's upon us is think about some new goals and how to hit those goals. Well, one thing is to be prepared. If your goal is a fitness goal, sometimes you've got to have something in your back pocket for when you're maybe not in your home environment with your normal equipment. Like myself today, I'm at the Colorado River and I don't have my 60-up board because we couldn't fit it in the car. That's what's so great though, is a lot of the exercises we do on the board can also be done on the floor. And as I mentioned, using the red ball and the tubing, we're going to have a complete workout, a little bit different, and hopefully give you some great ideas that you'll be able to do if you happen to be outside of your home environment and away from your 60-up board. So let's see who's checking in. I've got Pat. Thanks for joining me as always. And yes, Happy New Year's to all of you guys. End of year. Let's call it happy end of the year. I'm glad this year's at an end. I bet you are as well. I will answer all your questions after the workout, but I don't want to spend too much time right now because I want us to get going and get moving into this new year with a new workout done at home without the 60-up board. So my little bit of wellness talk today is about setting good goals. I know you're all thinking about the New Year's resolutions. Well, just think of it as a New Year's goal. There's something called SMART goal setting. And what that stands for, it's an acronym, S-M-A-R-T. And it's how to pick a goal that you'll be more successful at. We know this through studying behavior therapy. First, you need to be specific. So let's say your goal is to lose weight. It shouldn't just be to lose weight. It should be, I want to lose 10 pounds in 3 months, let's say. The more specific you are, the better it is. Maybe it's not about weight, which is an easy one to pick on. Maybe it's, I want to be able to walk longer without my walker or a cane or just without leg fatigue. Well, again, making that more specific would mean to say, I want to be able to make it 4 blocks on my own without that cane. And then hopefully we'll talk about time down, but be more specific with your goal. You'll be more specific. You'll be much more successful. It should be measurable. So we use the first 2 examples. 10 pounds is measurable. Even more specific would be to say a pound a week or 2 pounds a week. 4 blocks is measurable, starting with 1 block, adding on the second. Okay, so measurability is important when setting your New Year's goal or resolution. The other one is achievable. Make sure you're a little bit realistic. Do a little check-in with yourself. Maybe 10 pounds is too much. Maybe 4 blocks is too much. Contemplate what would be reasonable, because the one thing you don't want to do when setting goals is feel like you can't achieve it and then give up on it. So the A in the SMART goal is achievable. The R is to make it relevant. What does that mean? Well, relevant means that to you it means something. I like the word meaningful as well, because if you work on something and at the end of the day you go, do I really care if I lose 10 pounds? I'm happy with myself. Maybe it wasn't relevant enough to be a great or a SMART goal. So thinking of something that means something to you. I know all of us are working on balance and strength and really trying to have a more functional, productive life. So I would think being able to walk unassisted or lengthen your walk so you can think about where you want to go with that later. You know, you want to visit your grandkids, you want to go to an amusement park, I guess not now with the COVID, but whatever. You want to be able to get through that day and not feel handicapped or exhausted. Now that starts to make something really relevant. So picture the end game, picture what it is you want to do with that goal so that you're more likely to stick with it. And then the last one, which is the T on a SMART goal, is to make it time bound. Really choose that 4-week, that 8-week. Don't make it too far because it is hard to look at something in terms of months and years. So choose a relevant amount of weeks, maybe 4 to 8, that you want to see your realistic, measurable goal that's relevant to you. When you can combine all those things, the specific, the measurable, the attainable, the relevant, and then time bound it. Put it on a calendar, have a set amount of days. We know that when you do that, you really do have a much higher success of reaching your goal. So that's my tip for today. Let's find some SMART New Year's goals or resolutions, and let's really track them, mark them, and get them done. And that is your wellness tip for today. So let's see if anybody else checking in here. I see Betsy. I'm so glad you're here to join me. Just to reinforce, today we will not be using the 60-up board because I am on a holiday away from my board. I want to give you some tips so that no matter where you go, you can still work out. You will need water, as always. We have our water nearby. You will need your chair, tubing, and the red ball. Do you know how easy it would be to fit this into your suitcase? Very easy. So never leave home without at least this portion of your 60-up kit. All right? All right, we're going to get started. We're going to warm up. At any time, if something doesn't feel comfortable, modify it. I show a lot of modifications, or omit it. That's the easiest thing to do when something doesn't feel great. Okay, glad to be here with you today. Let me get a little bit of background beat for myself, and we shall get going. All right, so I'm just going to keep my equipment on the seat of the chair so it's nearby. I'm going to start off, and let's all stand behind a chair. Hopefully the back of it is high enough where it's simple to put your fingertips and have a little balance. Let's start with the shoulder roll. Notice I keep one hand on my chair just so I feel comfortable. I'm going to step apart and find a little more comfortable shoulder width stance. Roll them around. Inhale and exhale. Let's just open up those lungs. Again. Inhale, exhale. Now take this outside arm, reach over, pull back. So we're just going to reach overhead, stretch through the lats, pull back, and notice that my knee is bending a little bit on the side I'm pulling towards. Other hand is on the rail for support. Here we go. 4 more. 3 more. Last 2. Moving all those joints. Last 1. Hold it down here in the lunge. Bring the arms out if you can balance. Now if you're comfortable, bring it forward and out. Notice I still have that one knee bent a little bit. I'm lunging to the side. 4 more. Feel free to hold your chair. All right, now let's shift and lunge side to side. Hands on the back of the chair. Just bend those knees. Good job. Inhale and exhale. Make sure your feet are comfortably placed wide enough so it feels good at the knee joint as you bend that knee. Couple more. Last set. Now let's hold it to the other side and let's reach over and back. I think we did that one last time. Oh, I forgot which side I was on. There we go. Bend that knee slightly, reach over. Notice how that one leg is bending, the other leg is stationary. Let's take the other arm and reach up and over in this direction. Good. Inhale and exhale. Bend that knee. You got it. Couple more. Then let's hold to the center. Bring that arm forward and back. Now again, if you're comfortable, you can take both arms out and back, but you don't have to. Inhale and exhale. Open the chest. Let those arms go behind you slightly. And then both hands to the back of the chair. Step your feet together and rise up onto your toes and then down. Just rise up and down. Good. Lift, lower. Up, down. Now with your hands safely and comfortably on the back of the chair, look right, center, left, center. Still rising up on those toes, warming up those ankles, working a little on balance, coordination. That's it, last one. All right, now, hands are still on the chair. Walk on your heels. Let me show you from the side what that looks like. So I'm just lifting my toes up, and I know some of you have trouble with this. So lean into your chair a little bit, pound your heels into the ground, and just march it. Leaning onto that chair, marching, marching, lift those toes. This is really good to strengthen and get those shin muscles waking up. All right, flat feet, out, two, in, two, step, out, in. Just warming up the hips. All right, now, this leg, up and around, just stir the pot. Good. So you're holding on, you've got one leg on the floor, you're just circling that other leg and hip around, loosening up that hip joint. Couple more. That's it. Last one. Put that foot on the floor. Good job. Let's go out, out. This way. Here we go. Out, in. It's slow. Step it wide. Bring it in. Wide, two, narrow. Again. Out. Once more. And then we're going to stir up that other side. Now, as you're loosening and stirring that hip or that leg around in the hip joint, you're stabilizing on the other side. So there is some balance going on here. Here we go, a couple more, stir it around. Last one, place it on the ground. Now step back just a little. Let me turn to the side so you can see where I am. Step back just a little so that you can fold over your chair and roll through. This is great for the spine. Fold forward with a flat back, roll through the spine and stand tall. Again, be comfortable with your distance from the chair. Inhale and exhale, keep going. Flat back, roll through. Again, loosening and limbering up that body, warming up. Nice deep breaths, inhale and exhale. 2 more times, here we go. Last one. All the way up. Standing nice and tall. Now stand here. From this position, we're going to step out, lift up, bring it back, and close. So put your weight out. We're going to alternate sides, down, and together. So out, up, down, and together. Working those leg muscles, those ankle muscles, those hip muscles all together. Out, lift and balance, drop, and pull together. Out, lift and balance. You've got this. Again, up and down. Feel the squatting action going on. Bending the hip, knee, and ankle. Nice deep breaths. That's it. Couple more. One more on each side. Last side coming up. Down, up, down, and together. All right, just shuffle or bend your knees a little bit, let your heels pop up. Again, from the side, here's what it looks like. Just ease it out, get that circulation going. Now, from here, we're just gonna bring the feet together. We're gonna do a bending and pressing action through both the knees and the arms. So your elbows and your knees, legs and arms are contributing to the back of the chair push-up. Make sure your chair is stable. Don't push into it and push it away. You can also do this on a countertop or desktop. Both upper and lower body contributing, getting that blood flow to the extremities. Nice deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 4 more. 4 and 3. Last 2. Try to keep that spine in line, head and shoulders. All right, let's shake it out. Good job. All right, now you're still behind your chair, but now you're gonna grab and move on. Should feel nice and warm. We're gonna grab our tubing. We're gonna place that tube, come to the side of your chair, place the tube underneath your foot. I'll give you a second to get this set up, okay? So it's underneath my outside foot. I'm right by the side of my chair, so again, I've got a great handrail if I need it. I'm gonna start by bringing that arm to the front. All right, now we're just gonna lift and lower. It's not gonna be a big move. Just working that front shoulder. Nice long arm. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5. Front raise. 4, 3, 2. Hold it, just hold it tight. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it down. That little isometric hold right there. Did you feel that? Now from here, I want you to slide the inside leg to the back. Got that? And then from the lunge position, bring your palm up. We're gonna go down, up, down, up. And you're doing a high bicep curl, not too much tension. Your body weight is dropping into both knees. Good. Keep going. Down, up. Excellent. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold here. Lean a little bit into it and give me a little bicep forward action. If you want to lift that back leg off the floor, you can. That's it. Pump it up. Stay right there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Woo, shake off that arm. It should be a little tired, yes? Okay, now, the tube is still underneath that foot, right? What we're gonna do now is we're gonna grip down a little. So see how I grab some of the tubing so that there's more tension? And I'm gonna hold it in one or both hands, up to you. I'm gonna lift my foot on the other side and do a little one-leg squat. So it's like a little curtsy move here. Down and up. Keep your chest up, just bend the knee. Bend, extend. Working that leg, working on balance. You can try to do it without holding on, but trust me, it's a lot harder. Good job. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. 4 more. And 3. And 2. Last one. Okay, let that arm down. Shake out that leg a little bit. Very good. Now keep the tube cinched up like this. Place it right at your belt line. From here, just fold over in half and up. In half. Let me show you from the side. This is a straight leg deadlift. Good. Halfway. Keep that spine long and strong. Tighten your gluteal muscles, and again, you can keep that other hand on your chair. Very nice. Bow over from the hips. Working the back side. You want to feel this in the gluteals, the butt muscles, and the hamstring or the back of the thigh, not the lower back. Got to keep your spine real straight, your core engaged. 2 more times. Last one. Excellent. All right, let that arm down. Let's go ahead and unleash that foot. Shake off this side a little bit. And then we're gonna come to the other side, or move your chair over, and place that tubing handle underneath the other foot. All right, make sure it's well positioned under your shoe so that it's not gonna slip off. All right, good job, everybody. Stepping that foot forward. Remember the first exercise, or we keep the feet together on the first one, is a front raise up high. Nice deep breath, standing tall. 8 more times. 8, 7, 6, 5. Now if you're real tall and it's too much tension, bend your knees. All right, now singe up on it a little bit. Shake it off for a second. Good work. All right, stepping back. Let's do a little curl with the lunge. Curl. So the inside leg is behind you. The front leg is bending as well as the back leg. And you're adding a little bicep curl to it. Now you can keep it longer like this. Depends on how much tension you want. Or you can grip a little lower on that tubing. I call that choking up to make it tougher. Let's do 4 and 3 and 2. Now hold it in place and just pump it up. And if you want to lift that back leg off the floor, feel free to do that as well. But keep your hips in nice line, nice and level. Keep pumping it in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Whew, shake out that arm a little bit. Excellent. That's it. Now we're gonna hold that tubing right at the center here and do that one leg squat. Down, up. This is a great balance move too if you want to try doing it without holding on. But don't over-challenge yourself. It's a new move, so try to get that technique down. And then you can always add a little more challenge. 4 more. 3, 2, and then the last one. And then we're going to bring the feet back together and fold in half, just like we did on the other side. So fold and unhinge, working those back of the leg muscles, the hamstrings, the glutes. Remember on this one, you want to keep the spine in good line. This adds a nice core element. When you keep that spine in good alignment, it makes those muscles that surround the spine fire. So come down and up, lead with the hip movement. With tubing, you always can make it tougher by just gripping and holding closer to where it's grounded. 4 more. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Excellent. All right, let's shake off this side a little bit. You can go ahead and place the tube on your chair for now, and let's get a sip of water. Awesome. Hi, Deb. Okay, get a little water, and then we're going to do another series standing. But this series is for balance rather than strength, okay? Balance, agility, coordination, brain exercise. Let's start once again on your first side of your chair. We're going to take this outer side, this outer leg, and we're just going to cross the midline and open. Hands, one on chair, one on hip. Cross, open. Now I want you to just stay real tall here. Chest up, chin parallel to floor, eyes level. Now add another joint. We're going to point or touch the heel on one side, point the toe on the other. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Now this leg is working hard to stabilize you. Your brain is working hard to cross the midline and use multiple joint actions. So we're ankle and hip action working together. Heel, toe. This is kind of like patting your head, rubbing your belly. So try to focus in on the ankle and the leg movement together. And now adding on, if you want to make this even more difficult, bend the knee up, straighten it down, right? So it's heel, toe, knee, hip. A lot going on. Try not to lose your balance. Stop when you need to. This is not easy. Heel, toe, knee straight, knee bent. Whew. 4 more. 3. This leg is burning up, huh? 2. Last one. And this is definitely the leg you want to shake off. But so much was happening there. All right, walk it off a little bit and let's come to the other side of our chair. Or move the chair to the other side. All right, shake it off a little. Now, this will be the stabilizer. So stand tall over this inside leg. Take the outside and start with level 1, which is just crossing the midline. Just thinking about that hip. Crossing over, opening out. Crossing over. And then we add the ankle action. Heel, toe. Cross, open. Heel, toe. Try to keep your hips level, your shoulders level, your chin parallel to floor. Whoa, imagine doing this on the 60-up board. All right, are you ready to notch up? Heel, toe. Let's add that knee action. Bending and extending. Pointing and flexing. Toe down, toe up. That is a lot of brain work. Up and down. Try to balance. Woo, that's hard if you care to. But notice the chair's right there, so it's so great. You can always test or challenge yourself and go right back to your more comfort zone. That's why I like having a chair around in a workout. This is it. Here we go. 4 more. You still have that ankle action happening. 2 more. Last one. And I am going to bet this leg is tired. I know mine is. Shake it off. Excellent. All right, well, we are ready now to take a seat. So, go ahead and hold on to your equipment because you will be using it, and take a little seat. So, what I want you to do is let your tubing hang out on the back of your chair so it's right next to you when you need it. If your water's nearby and you want to take a sip, that's also not a bad idea. I'm going to bring my water closer to my chair. Okay, we're going to start using our red ball today. We're going to just take our fingers and our palms and we're just going to mold and squeeze it. There's some hard edges there, so work around the hard edges. But feel your thumbs press in. Feel your index finger press in. Your middle finger, your 4th finger, your pinky finger. Then maybe all of your fingers. Remember, compressing is isometric in nature, meaning muscles working by pressing or contracting without a lot of movement. And it's really good because it's a joint friendly, but it still gets the blood circulation and the muscles activated. So squeezing, see how I'm compressing the top, and then I grab my palm and I kind of cup it. Just massage your ball. Good. But pay attention to what you're feeling down in those fingers. Nice. All right, now put a hand on the outside and the inside, and then we're just going to push and release. So now what we're going to feel is we're going to feel that contraction that you were feeling mainly in your fingers, but you're going to feel it into your forearms, biceps, chest, and front shoulder as you push, release. Exhale as you're pushing. That's it. Dynamic tension. Squeeze it. Squeeze it. Nice. Keep going. 8, 7, 6, 5. 4 more times. 4. Shoulder blades down. 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right. Shake out your hands. Shake out your fingers. Shake off your arms. All right. Now we're going to take it to the lower body. Okay? We're going to take it down the floor. I might have to back up. I'm not sure. I'm going to put my foot, my heel on it. I just turned to the side so you can see what I was doing. And I'm just going to do a little pushing with my heel. Push it, push it, push down onto it. It's very small. It's actually going to activate the hip and thigh muscles. Toes are up, toes are up. Come on, push the pedal. Metal to the pedal, or pedal to the metal. I think that's the way it goes. Push, push. Nice. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. Now, toes down. Put your heel on the floor behind the ball and then smash the ball like you're trying to, again, push the pedal to the floor. Toes down, heel up, toes down. You're going to feel this more in your calf muscle than your hip muscle. Toes down, heels down. Toes, heels. This is also really good just for ankle mobility purposes. Good. 4 more. 3, keep your head up. 2, 1. Now bring your toes back a little bit and put your toe on the top of the ball and then just make this circling action of the ankle, trying to keep your toe on the ball. Toe on the ball. That's it. You've got this. Excellent. All right, let's do the other foot. So we're going to put that other foot on. Remember the first move, I dig my heel into the ball. I want to bend my knee to a position where I can actually feel maybe, I don't know, it's about an inch or 2 of pushing down. And if I push down firm enough, I actually feel it in my hip socket, my hip and glute muscle, my thigh. That's great. Push down. It's not big. This is more isometric in nature. There is a little movement, but not a lot. I like to call that quasi-isometric. You hit a hard spot and you tighten into it. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale and exhale fluidly. Push that heel down. My toe is pulled up. My heel is pushing in. That's nice. 8 more. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, other thing is going to happen. You're going to put the ball more towards the ball of your foot, front of your foot, and then you're going to push that heel to the ground, toe down. Heel touch, toe down. So my heel is hanging off the edge of the ball. I hope you can see this. I can't tell. Heel down, toe down. Good. Heel, push the pedal. Now it's okay if you lean into it a little bit. Keep your hands on your thighs. Just try not to round into it. So keep that sternum up. Push that ball with the ball of your foot. Good. Feel the calf muscle contracting. Nice. And it doesn't have to be so difficult. So just nice little pressure on the pedal. Good. You've got this. Push it. Open, push. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. Now toe on the ball and make those ankle circles. So move your foot so your toe is touching the top of the ball. And then just take your heel and draw a nice circle, ankle mobility. And you can reverse that circle after a few. Nice. Sitting really tall, neck long, head centered over the shoulders. That's good. Every once in a while you have to go back and do a spot check on your posture because we do have a tendency to let gravity pull us into less than proper posture. All right, let's reach down and grab that red ball. One more exercise with it. Place it between your knees. Now, toes up, heels down. You're gonna have about, what is this, 3 inches? Make it 2 inches, like you're playing a little accordion with your knees. Tighten. Make sure you're sitting tall, chin up, chest up. Squeeze, squeeze, release. My toes are still up, working those shin muscles. Now, if I want to challenge this a little bit more, I can lean back. Look at my spine. I can stay here in upright posture, or I can lean back to what I call the V-sit and engage a little bit more core muscles. But make sure you're not collapsing. Keep squeezing. In 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, relax for a second. Walk those feet out. Just relax the hip joint. Sit tall. We're going to do one more set, but instead of having our toes up, we're going to have our heels up. Okay? All right. Heels up. Put the ball between your knees again. This time, lean in and squeeze faster. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Keep those heels up. Nice long line from your silly New Year's ears down to your tailbone. Good. Squeeze, squeeze. You've got this. Breathe. In. That's great. 8, 7. Heels up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Woo. Come back to the center. Put your ball down, and let's just walk out for 2 and in and ease a little bit of that muscle flow. Those muscles getting tight, we want to get that blood flow going into the muscle. I call that the muscle flow. All right, other direction. Out, 2, in, 2. Excellent. All right, one more time. Out. Okay, time to grab that band and, get some water if you like. Okay, we're just gonna take a little water break because I know we've been going a while. So get yourself a little water break. Oop, I put mine down by the chair, and if your band is not nearby, grab your band. Good work so far, gang. Almost to the new year. Want to go out pumping, right? All right, so here we go. We have our band again. Remember that the band is meant to be self-adjusting. So if I want to have more tension, I just choke up on it. I'm going to be working my mid-back muscles. I'm going to pull my shoulder blades down. I have looped each hand to give me enough resistance, but not too much in the center. And I'm just going to pull and release, pull and release. Sitting tall. From the back, you want to see your shoulder blades kind of moving towards one another, squeezing and releasing, squeezing and releasing, in and out, in and out. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and last, relax. Now stretch your neck because anytime you bring your arms up, the upper trapezius and neck muscles also tense up. Ear to the opposite shoulder. Nice stretch. Inhale and exhale. Bring the head back to the center. Now you still have your band choked up a little here. So we're going to hold one hand up at the shoulder and the other arm is going to press down and forward. So you're going to work that tricep on the other arm. Just extend and bend, extend and bend. And again, remember, you choose how much tension. You can release some of the tubing if it's too tight. You can choke up further if it's not adding enough resistance through the range of motion. In and out, inhale and exhale. A lot of people will ask me how many reps. I say, well, how many reps do you feel it? You want to feel some fatigue, Depending on the tension, you maybe feel it in 8, maybe 12, hopefully not more than 20, otherwise we'll be here all day. And then as soon as you feel that fatigue, you are welcome to rest. So we can be taking personal breaks. Other side, this hand goes up to the shoulder, this arm is extending. I'm letting it go forward because I don't want it to push against my body, so I'm pushing out and slightly forward, keeping in mind that the muscle I want to be feeling this in should be the back of the arm, the tricep. Sitting nice and tall, pushing out away from the stable side. Good. Keep breathing. Take your time in both directions. Let's do 4 more, and 3, and 2, and last one. Good job. Shake out that arm. Shaking it out should bring blood circulation back in, take the joint and traction it a little bit and make that side feel fresh and ready to move on. So now we're going to take the tubing, we're going to loop it around. Hopefully your chair has an opening that you can loop it around. If it doesn't, I'll show you the alternative. So now I have my 2 sides here, and I can hold this one down and push this one into an overhead or forward press, kind of coming around the eye. Now, let's say you don't have a chair that you can do that on. You could also just hold it at your hip. Well, that doesn't work quite as well, but hopefully you have that chair that you can wrap it around, or maybe around the entire back of your chair would work. That would work. Here we go. Push forward. Push forward. Working that shoulder girdle, working that range of motion to get things up off the shelf and put it back on the shelf. Sometimes it's not just the strength that's important, but it's the range of motion with strength. Here we go. 4 more. And 3. Stopping when you need to. 2. And last one. And that also works the tricep. So the tricep now got a double whammy between those 2 exercises, all right? Now we're gonna hold that tube with the palm up, and we're gonna keep this one so that you pull out to make more tension. The more tension, the more you pull on this one, the opposite side. And then we're gonna do an uppercut motion. So it comes up and towards the opposite shoulder, and that you should start feeling in the chest muscles and the bicep. Here we go. Uppercut, back. Cable cross, back. Lift, lower. If it's too much tension, allow some of the bottom or the other end of the tube to slide back and give you more working length. Here we go. Lift and lower. Again, sense what you're feeling. Hopefully some fatigue building in those muscles. Let's do 4 more, and 3, and 2, and last one. Relax. This should be tired, so let's take that arm and do a nice rounding, mobilizing circle here. Up and around, up and around. Deep breath. And then shake it out. All right, just looking at my watch, don't want us to run out of time. Okay, we're gonna go to the other side. So again, you're gonna wrap it around the arm of your chair. If you don't have an arm, you can wrap it around the back. Hopefully the back of your chair isn't too wide so that it can't reach and give you some working length. I prefer if you can wrap it around the arm, it just gives you a lot more working range. So you're gonna hold it in the outside arm. This one is your tension or release of tension. And you're gonna start with that eye level press. So you notice how my band, it has just enough tension where it never gets too slack. I really feel that tension as I come to full range, but it's not completely loose or slack when I come to the back range. I don't want it to be so tense that I can't even get the full extension of my elbow and arm forward. I'm gonna feel this through the shoulder joint. That's it. All the way up and down, pressing. Inhaling and exhaling. Nice. remembering we all have a different rep range. Let's do 4 more, and 3, last 2, 1 more, and let it down, shake it off a little bit. Good work. All right, uppercut, across the chest and up. Again, adjusting the tension if you need to, up and back. Nice, feeling this one through the chest and that front shoulder and bicep. Sitting tall, inhale and exhale. Nice. So let me just, you keep going. I'm going to show you what this would look like if I had to wrap it around. It really would work just as well, as long as it doesn't slide or slip up the back of your chair. Here we go. Up and down. Up and down. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. And then shake off that arm. Bring it back to the front, because we still have to get that tricep in. Pull, pull, pull. Inhale, exhale. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Keep that neck long. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. And then again, we're going to hold this one up and push down. I think we did it on both sides. We'll do it both sides again. Finishing with those triceps. Nice. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Same thing on this side. Pushing out, grounding it at the shoulder, squeezing the back of the arm, the tricep. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax and shake off those shoulders. Very nice. Now, I want you to take your tube and put it under your feet. But I want you to really, hopefully, be able to step on it so it doesn't come up. Holding the handles, the handle and the strap, and you're just going to come forward and back with both elbows. So elbows front, elbows back. Sitting real tall, pulling those shoulders and squeezing between the shoulder blades, keeping your toes down so the band stays solidly under your feet. Just row it back and release. Row it back and release. This is really a great posture exercise as well, because it's exercising those muscles that pull your shoulders back and keep your back in good alignment. Here we go. Back and front. Don't forget to exhale and inhale. Beautiful. You're doing great. Here we go. Let's do 4 more. And 3. And 2. And then the last one we're going to keep in the up position, really opening that chest, squeezing those shoulder blades back, pulling those elbows behind you. Hold that tension. Hold, hold, and breathe while you're holding. Isometric for 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, half circle roll with the neck. The neck should be a little tired at the end of that, so we're going to roll that neck over and back. Very nice. Now we're going to start to stretch and cool down. So you've done the hard work for today. Now let's relax and enjoy. Not that the rest isn't enjoyable. Just really try to feel the health and the well-being that your body feels when you've had a complete workout, including a nice long and focused stretch, final stretch. All right, let's go ahead and bring that head to the center. I'm going to allow you to let go and just leave your band on the floor or whatever's next door or next to you to put it on. So we're going to take one arm, we're going to let it just float up. I'm still sitting real tall, and then I'm going to let it float down and exhale. Take the other arm and just imagine it's full of helium, and then let it come down nice and slow. We're going to do that again. Bring the arm up. Inhale, exhale, bring the arm back. Second arm, inhale up. Exhale down. One more time each side. Inhale up. Exhale down. Filling that body up with energy. Releasing any tension. Now we're going to do the same thing, holding the side of the chair. We're going to inhale, but come over our body in a moon or crescent shape, and then exhaling back. Other side, inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Stretch, keeping your hips level. Exhale back. One more time. Inhale up. Open that rib cage. Exhale back. Center your body. Now placing the hands on the thighs in front of you. Slide one foot forward slightly. Shift your hips a little more forward on your chair. Now from here, we're just going to reach down like you're painting the front of your leg and then bring it back. So as you reach down, you want to feel as though you're stretching the back of that leg and massaging the front of the leg. Reach towards your toe. The further out you can feel comfortable on your chair, the more comfortable it's going to be on the back of that leg. Out and in, nice and slow, no hurry here. Just sliding towards the foot. Still try to keep a nice rhythm in your breath. Inhaling in one direction, exhaling as you come back. Couple more. Feeling the health and the well-being in your hip, your knee, your ankle. Pushing blood flow and energy in that direction. And then let's switch sides. So again, try to be on the edge of your chair as much as possible. Ironing the thigh and the shin with your hand. Leaning in and feeling the stretch down the back of the leg as you do this. Notice how my other hand is resting upon my solid thigh there with the bent knee. Keep comfort all the way through the range of motion. Inhale and exhale. Imagine you're painting that leg with energy, strength, flexibility, health, circulation, well-being. Inhale and exhale. Feel the magic touch. A couple more. Coordinate that breath. Last time, forward and back, hinging at the hip. And then bring it back to the center. Holding the feet so that they're right underneath the knees. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's do our spinal rolls. So flat back. And then take your time, roll through, feel the stretch go up the lower back, to the middle back, to the neck, all the way through. Here we go again. Flat on the way down, exhaling as you come through. Inhaling as you come forward, exhaling as you push through. Again, really try to arch a little bit, opening the chest, and then flex and round up. Hands are solidly placed on your thighs. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale down, exhale back. One more time. Inhale, exhale. This is a great move to do when your back feels stiff, especially after long periods of sitting. Now let's just tilt the head to the side and let that ear just kind of hang towards the shoulder, feeling a nice stretch on the outer side, keeping that shoulder down on the opposite side. And then take the chin and just let it come towards your collarbone and then away. We're just stay here for a few of those. So twist it down. This is a really great stretch for this area here. It's called the levator scapula muscle, and it gets really tense when you get that pain in the neck feeling. One more time, chin goes down. Breathing fluidly, chin comes up. And then let the head right itself to the center. Pull the chin in, retracting, stretching the back of the neck. Hold it there. Chin up, chest up. Chin in, chest up. Level it out, and then let it drop to the opposite side, ear to shoulder. Let it hang here for a second, just releasing these muscles, the muscles in the neck and the upper back, the trapezius. And then we're going to let the chin again rotate down towards the collarbone and then back to neutral or slightly up. Just see how it feels. Down. You're going to get rid of all those pains in the neck from last year. There were many, right? Drop that chin and lift and drop. And again, for those of you that maybe joined me a little later today, today was my holiday getaway workout. And bring it back. Bring that head back to the center. Chin comes in. Where if you go away or get away and you don't have your 60 up board with you, this was a workout done with the accessory tubing and red ball, because there's no excuse not to get a workout in. And then let's let that head come back to neutral. Now from here, I want you to squeeze your shoulders up and release them down. And I really want you to let them go. Squeeze them up, release them down. This is where we get rid of all the tension and stress of the day, week, month, and year, and we let it down. And one more, this was a big year. Squeeze tight, release, and shake it all off. That feels good. And then let's take a nice deep breath up. Like you're filling up a balloon, and exhale down. Emptying the raft. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Three's a charm. Exhale down. And bring it together. And here's wishing you a very happy new year. And we will see you next year. I love being able to say that. All right, gang. So thank you for joining me for my Happy New Year holiday workout from away from home. I hope you enjoyed it, and that you'll come back to this workout anytime you are, no hat needed, come back to this workout anytime you're away from home and away from your board and you can't quite, do the workout that we do at home. So let me check in and see who's here, if I can see without my glasses on. Oh, sorry, yes, if I had to move it back a little. I hope you were able to follow me for the most part from my verbal cues. But again, thank you so much. I love the feedback, and I will answer you all once I get back offline. And please keep those questions coming, and also other things that you might want to focus on in workouts. We'd love to know. I know Debbie and Dan and myself all love the feedback. So biggest thing is have a happy new year, safe, sound, and fit now that you've done this workout. All right, guys, thanks again.